video of C programming. Once again, welcome back my 10th video of C programming, and you are watching Ignite India Online College. In last class, I have discussed about constant and literals. The person who have not watched last class video, so please go and watch that for better understanding, which links in description, or if anyone need PDF, so please mail us. My mail ID already given in description. So today I am going to discuss about storage classes in computer programming. So here, what do you mean about storage classes? So according to my way, here storage classes define lifetime and scope of the variables. Simply, we have four types of storage classes. Okay, so here our storage classes define the scope, it means visibility and lifetime of variables and or functions within a computer program. They precede the type that they modify. We have four different storage classes in a C program. So first one is automatic storage classes, second one is register storage classes, third one is static, and fourth one is extern. So I'm going to discuss one by one. So please listen carefully. Okay. So here the auto, it means the automatic storage classes. The auto storage classes is the default storage classes class for all local variables. So here int, mount, and then after the semicolon, and it is in automatic. The keyword is in automatic and auto int month. Okay. So after closing the bracket, the example above defines two variables. Here that they can define the two variables within the same storage classes. Auto can only be used within function. Okay, that the auto can be used within the function. Here this is the auto, and within the function that within the function it is going to be used. So auto can only be used within the functions, that is local variables. The second one is register storage classes. So here the register storage classes is used to define local variables that should be stored in a register instead of RAM. This means that the variables has a maximum size equal to the register size, usually 1 word. Okay, and can't have the unary operator applied to it, as it does not have a memory location. So here the register int miles, and after the semicolon, first the opening of the braces, and then after the register it is going to be closed. So the register should only be used for variables that require quick access, such as counters. It should also be noted that defining register does not mean that the variable will be stored in a register. It means that it might be stored in a register depending on hardware and implementation restrictions. Okay. So the third one is the static storage classes. So here the static storage classes instructs the compiler to keep a local variable in existence during the lifetime of the program instead of creating and destroying it each time it comes into and goes out of a scope. Therefore, making local variables static allows them to maintain their values between function calls. The static modifier may also be applied to global variables. When this is done, it causes the variable's scope to be restricted to the file in which it is declared. In C programming, when static is used on a global variable, it causes only one copy of that member to be shared by all the objects of its class. So this is the program. You can note that program and compile it and then find the answer of that program and comment me the answer of this program. Okay. So it is the output expected output where I have given when the above code is compiled and executed, it produces the following result. So here it is giving the following result. If you need any explanation, then write on comments. The extern storage classes. So here the extern storage classes is used to give a reference of a global variable that is visible to all the program files. When you use extern, the variable cannot be initialized. However, it points the variable name at a storage location that has been previously defined. When you have multiple files and you define a global variables or function which will also be used in other files, then extern will be used in another files. So provide in reference of defined variables or functions. Just for understanding, extern is used to declare a global variables or function in another file. Okay. So here the extern storage classes, the extern modifier is most commonly used when there are two or more files sharing the same global variables or function as explained below. So here the explained first file and then main.c that can be used the and going to be saved in C and then after you can compile it. So here the including the stdi standard input output dot header files and here the int count what is the mean of count the counting of the variables that can be storage classes. So here is the extern void right extern here is the closing of the braces closing of the semicolon and main here is the main function is going to be a start and then they can count 5. So here it is going to be count 5 right extern and here the closing of bracket and then small bracket then here it's going to be closed and semicolon and then after the closing of the whole program. So here the second file support.c. So that one is the first and this one is the second file. So has include stdio.h. So here a extern int count void right extern void and there the opening of the braces. So what is going to be print? So here the count percentage is slicing. So here it is going to be count the word and then after the closing of the bracket. Here extern is being used to declare count in the second file, whereas it has its definition in the first file main.c. Now compile these two files as follows. So you can go and compile. So here is the gcc main.c and then after the support.c you can go and compile it and tell me the result. Okay, so it will produce the executable program a dot out. When this program is executed, it produces the following results. So here I have not given the results, so you can tell me the results and what results has came. Okay, so here, so at last once again I'm telling that if you will feel free to mail us your experience and ask your doubt on my mail address. And once again, the person up to now who has not subscribed my channel, so please like, share, comment on this video and subscribe my YouTube channel. And my email ID is infinityindia2@gmail. So thank you.